sorry for not posting a video. I know I just posted a video the other day, but I had so much things to do in the last week, so it was really difficult for me to find time to record and just sit down and do videos. But now that I have the time, I wanted to make I want to do a few videos just specifically for prom. I'm going for a very rosy toned makeup look, and just to say, I have like a little fan on. I don't know if you can really hear it. I guess we'll find out once I edit this video, but there is a fan, so it kind of, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, just to let you know. I'm gonna be using the Colourpop eyebrow pencil. This is the Precision Brown, and this is in the shade Black and Brown. I just did my eyebrows a little bit, so if you see that they're red, that's why. Okay, so I use concealer to cut the eyebrows, make them more shaped. I use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I use the color Medium Tawny, which is pretty close to my skin tone, a tad bit lighter. So I'm also going to be blending this out with the Eco Tools concealer brush, I believe. Micro blending brush, but I use this for concealer. So I'm pressing it in. I'm not swiping. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Pressed Powder. This is in the color Neutral Buff. Same brush, and I'm just going to rub it in and press. Okay. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to start on my eyes. And I'm going to be starting with the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia. I'm going to be dipping into this palette and into the Dream Street palette by Colourpop with Kathleen Lights. This is like my favorite palette. I really like the Soft Glam palette. It has those nice rosy tones, and if you also have the Modern Renaissance and you don't have the Soft Glam, it will be fine, because I believe there's one specific color that I'm using here that I will use the most in this is in the Modern Renaissance. So just a heads up. So we're gonna start with a Wet n Wild crease brush, and we're gonna go and we're gonna go into Dusty Rose, which is in the Modern Renaissance if you don't have this one. And I'm gonna be using this. This is gonna be like the main color in the eyeshadow in the whole look. So it's purpley pink. We're gonna make it more pink, but I want to start with this one first. And I'm literally gonna pull it all out, like all the way out here, because I want to elongate my eyes. And I'm literally just keeping most of the pigment right here before I even come up here. I like to just blend it out by slowly going back and forth, or you can go the little circle. After that, we're going into the Dream Street palette, and this palette retails for I think $15 to $18, so it's very affordable. So, and I really like these rose gold colors on here. They're like super pretty. So I'm going to be using this bright like pink color. I'm not going to be using the same brush, because this is going to be the brush that I use to buff out all the colors together. So I'm going to be using something a little bit more precise. This is a brush that I got from Amazon. You can find these. You just type in blending brushes and these will pop out. And they'll usually come with a set of 8 to 10. So I'm just going to dip into this. It looks like really pretty. This is going to make it look more pinkish, more rosy. So we're going to literally throw it on top, and it's going to give it a nice color. We want most of the color right here though. So now we're gonna go into Mulberry, and the same brush that we use the pink, and you can use any like dark black and berry color, because this is really just gonna look like a dark brown, but I the most pigment there. Using this brush, we're just going to blend these colors. I'm going to use this small pencil brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush. And I'm going to use this just to blend it further into the crease, and for it to be a little bit more seamless. Alright, so I did this eye off camera. So now I'm going to do this one. All I did was use a Photo Focus Concealer again. And I'm going to cut my lid. tap off the excess. And I make sure I tap off a lot on the like outer V, because that's all going to be covered with the other shadow. Okay, so now I'm going to take a concealer brush. This is a pointed concealer brush, and I'm going to go into this palette, and I'm going to go into this rose gold color right here at the edge. This is the color Shooting Star. Yeah, Shooting Star. It's either Shooting Star or Twinkle. You know what? It might be Twinkle, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to press that with the palette, and I'm going to go into Rose Pink. I'm just going to tap that. And I'm going to go on like kind of the outer V, but not totally. And pack that to kind of make it more rosy in the center. I'm going to go with this blending brush, and I'm going to blend it out. I'm going to add a little bit more of that pink from the Colourpop palette and kind of intensify it a little bit. And then going with this, with the mulberry, to intensify the outer V and my cut. I'm going to go in with this brush, and I'm going to go into mulberry, and I'm going to pack it onto the outer V to blend the rose pink and the mulberry together. I'm slightly going to add it up here, but not too much. Okay. And then I'm going to take this brush, and with Dusty Rose, we're going to blend it out. We're going to just add a little bit of Dusty Rose. And just blend it on the outer. I'm going to go back into this palette and into this pink. And this pink is called Sweet Spark. I'm going to go into Spark and just intensify that pink on both sides. So I'm going to be using the LA Girl corrector, and this is in the color orange. They have a salmon one, so if you're lighter than me, you can use the salmon one, which is just, it's going to be more fitting for your skin tone. So now I'm going to blend this out with a paddle brush. This is like a foundation brush. And before I put this on, before I blend it out, I'm going to spray it with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. So this is just going to add a little bit moisture to that area. And then I'm going to just pat it in. And I'm not going to be spreading anywhere. I just literally want to keep it. I'm going to be lightly setting all the orange with the Maybelline loose setting powder in the number 25. So I'm just going to shake it. And then with the same paddle brush, at first I'm going to make sure I have no creases. The reason why I'm setting it is because I don't want it to move when I add like foundation and stuff. So you literally just want to add the slightest of powder right on top of it. And I promise you this literally won't move. So right now I'm going to be going in the areas that I did not add the concealer. I'm going to be going in with the secret sauce. Mainly in, this is the It Cosmetics secret sauce, sorry. I'm mainly just going in my T-zone. I really like this as like a first primer, like a moisturizer slash primer. It leaves your face pretty sticky and you don't really need a lot. Be going in with the LA Girl Pro Foundation. Ooh, it's pretty liquidy. I'll go with about, I'm going with half pumps. When you see me do this, it's literally half pumps, it's not full pumps. But it's about 3 full pumps in my whole face. And I'm gonna go in with a foundation brush or a kabuki brush. This one's dirty because I just did my makeup yesterday. And I'm going to press it in. That way I definitely don't disrupt the orange. And I don't want to go into my directly in my under eye because I don't want to add too much product. now I'm gonna go in with my makeup sponge and I'm going to press it on in, and when it comes to right here, I'm just going to blend it in. Bit of the Tarte Shape Tape and tan because it's kind of peachy, so it'll neutralize the peach under my eye. I'm literally just into that. Bring up the concealer in those spots. This will ensure full coverage and more control. I thought it was really cool when I saw her do this. I was like, wow. It comes out nicer too, I feel. The Soap & Glory Kick-Ass Powder. This is their Instant Retouch Pressed Powder in translucent. You can open it. So we're gonna grab this first with the It's My Ray Ray and BH Cosmetics brush. This is the number 4 brush, and I'm literally just going to in there and highly coat both sides because once I finish this, I don't want to do this again. I'm trying not to put so much on my nose because like I said, I get really cakey really fast. Brush, I'm using the Real Techniques brush, and this is, I believe, their powder brush. Yes, their powder brush, which is going to go hand on this powder and press it everywhere. With this big old brush, you just, in the other areas, you don't need to build so much powder, you know? Just basically lightly setting wherever you don't get as oily. Finish my eyes. I'm just going to go into Mulberry with a pencil brush and start on the outer corner. So I want it soft but smoky on the outer V. So you want to tap off a lot of the excess so you don't get fallout. You could do extra powder, but I'm not gonna do all that. And then I'm going to go in to Dusty Rose with a blending brush and blend the bottom out. For the face, I'm going to be using the Tarte's Contour Palette. This is their Volume 3. I'm going to be using the shimmering ones. And the reason why is because I feel like it gives my skin an inner glow. But it's not shimmery, it's just like a satin finish. So I'm going to be using the two, the light one and the medium colors together. I'm going to start up here and we're just going to, yes. And I love this contour pattern because it's pigmented. But the colors are practical. I feel like, you know, you have your dark one. For your darker girls, you have a medium, you have a light one. The light one isn't too light though, but the only bad side about this is that it's warm. But there's 3 different contour palettes, so you can always find something for yourself. I'm going to go in with a Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. This is a molten gold. You can go with a rose gold, but I like the gold. I feel like it looks best on my complexion. And then just gonna hit the high points of my cheeks. And I'm gonna go up right here by my temples. For blush, I'm gonna go with Milani Tea Rose, and I like this because it's really, like, it looks really like pink, but on me it's just like a really pretty, like, subtle pink. So I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild brush, and I'm going to merge the bronzer and the highlight together. One of those sponge tip brushes, and I'm going to go into the highlighter, and I'm going to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner with this gold color. set my face. I'm gonna use the NYC liquid liner. Alright, so wings done. I'm gonna be using the Eyelure and Krazyrayray lashes. These are big and fluffy. I'm gonna be doing that. Then I'm gonna be using the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. So to kind of even out, I'm gonna add a little bit of the Rimmel Scandalized Black eyeliner to my bottom line, but I'm not gonna do too much. I'm not trying to press it too hard. I'm just going to lightly do it. OG liquid lipstick. I'm using Colourpop Lumiere. This is Lumiere 2. And my lips, this is their ultra matte. I really like this because it's a really dusty, like a rose purplish lilac lip color. And over top, I'm going to be using their OG Lumiere lippie pencil on top, and it creates this really pretty light pink lilac lip, but it also is very long wearing. I wore, oh girl, this is in collaboration with Kathleenlights. So now that my lips are dry, I'm going to add the lipstick right on top. It's a tad lighter, but not so much. So that is all, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment, please like and subscribe, and have a good day, guys. Bye.